How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Giggly Ammo, and today we're playing a little deep dive. It's a deep dive by Flat Out Games and AEG. We got this with, I think, Point City back in the day during their crowdfunding campaign. You know, you get a better deal if you get it all. This is a game that will be up for, well, right here. Extra Life Charities, we do have it up in Culling for Charity. I added this as a game there. Figured I'd get it played for you guys. Like a couple other games I'll be playing over the next couple months, well, or this year. We'll be playing them just to get them played, not because we think they would stay in our collection, or not because we think they're bad games and we're getting rid of them. We just have a lot of games. You can go check out the I think I did 4 collection video walkthroughs. We have a lot of games. I'm going to get rid of anything that is not like the top of the top. If it's not like a 10 and 10, 9, 8, couple 7s, or something that Audrey tells me to keep, it is probably going to be up for you guys by making donations to Extra Life Charities to support Children's Miracle Network. With that said, we'll go ahead and flip over and I'll show you how to play this solo. So we are set up for a solo game of Deep Dive. In Deep Dive, we are little penguins. This is my little Automa penguin that I'm going against, and we're going to be diving down through the depths. So on our turn, we're going to be able to place our penguin, and we're going to flip over a tile. We can choose to take that tile, or we can continue deeper. And then we can flip over another tile. We can choose to take that tile, or we can go deeper. And we can keep doing this until we get to the bottom. At any time we take the item, come back, we're going to try to build sets. So the sets are basically 4 colors, and you want to try to combine those 4 colors. Now I am playing with the wild expansion. It didn't say I was supposed to take out any extra tiles for adding those ones in, so this game might be slightly longer than normal. Normally for a 2-player or solo game you take out 7 tiles, but I think we added in 2 or 3 wild tiles. They basically just count as any color. And that's what you want to do, is try to get sets of all 4 colors, because anytime you have a set where you don't have all 4 colors, you're going to actually lose points, right? And we don't want to lose points, because losing points is bad, because then we lose to the Automa. So the other thing that we're going to find down here are going to be predators. If you run into a predator, you have to stop, meaning your penguin has to stop where that predator is. Basically, he's distracting the predator so that the rest of your penguins can go get more food. If all 3 of your penguins get stuck by predators, then you take 1 tile in one of the different regions that you are in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You take one of those tiles and you bring it back and bring all your penguins back. Once a single row has all, or depth, I guess, has all of the tiles flipped, that will signal the end of the game. We then flip over for one last dive, and we'll go from there. The Automa will automatically be in a row, and basically will automatically take whatever token it has. If it gets the predators, then it just stops, or it just stops it and it doesn't take any tiles. That's pretty much that. Like I said, we want to complete rows. If we don't get complete rows, they basically count as half points. So you can see here is a scoring example. We have the pink, the yellow, the green, pink, yellow, green, but then here pink and green, so scores half points. For the Automa, there are different modes. Basically, normally you don't score your rock tiles. Rock tiles just allow you to dive deeper, right? You're filling up your belly with rocks and you can go to any depth. But for the Automa, because it's going to take the rocks, you can say on easy, it'll get 1 point per rock. On medium, it'll get 3 points per rock. And then on hard, it gets 5 points per rock plus 3 points per open water tile. An open water tile, I didn't go over that, is basically a tile that you can just keep going. You have to go to the next location, because there's nothing for you to take back, so you kind of have to go back. And there's same thing I did, setup example. I tried to set it up this way, but then my camera was zoomed out more and it had left this huge gap here. So we're diving this way. All right, with that said, I get to go first, and this is a push your luck game, right? I can try to go as far as I want to get the color or the one that I need. Well, since I'm going first, I have to flip one. That is open water, so I'm going to continue to go down. We'll just do this one. That is a 2 crab. I think I can do better than that, so I'm going to go down here. That is a wild 3. which means it can count as any color, but it's only worth 3 points. Let's go ahead and bring that back. So we're going to go ahead and start our, I may have to shift all of this at some point so I can make my collections down here. So I have my first one for my set. And we're going to put that up there. We're going to go like this. And I don't know where that went. I accidentally saw the what that was. All right, so the Automa is just going to flip a tile and take it. So he got a rock. He has a rock. So same thing here. I'll flip this over. That is a 2. I want more than that. That is a predator, so I have to stop. The Automa, I should have moved him. He's going to flip over a tile in this row. Over this one. But he got a 4 crab. Not great. All right. Because my predator is here, I can skip this row on this turn. So we're going to go ahead and go here. Open water. We're going to skip that section. And we got a second predator. That's not good. All right. Automa Penguin is going to collect the bubbles. And he goes down here. All right. My third penguin. We'll go here. Definitely don't want a 1. We're going to skip that one. Skip that one. They're being distracted. We're going to come down here. And I think we're going to go ahead and come back with this green 5. So the lower you go, the higher chance there are to be predators. Like down here, there's lots of predators in the bottom. And because you take the 7 tiles out, you don't know how many predators are going to be down there. All right. Automa is going to randomly just take one here. So we take some open water. And then he goes to the last one. So flip here and we stop. So now again, we are stuck because we have all our penguins are out. Now, when you take a color, you must place it in a row that doesn't have that color. So right now I have a wild and a green. So I could take this 1 green, but why would I want to take a 1-point green? So the best bet for me is going to be to take the the crab, the 2-point crab. Right, and then I get all of my penguins back. Right, and then he's gonna do one of these, and he was lucky enough to get. Ooh, that's not good. He was lucky enough to get an actual 10 squid. So we will go here. Oh, geez. He's gonna go here. So he has another green. So again, he has to start his next row. And then my little penguin is being distracted, so I can go ahead and go down here to the 2. It's a 2 crab. I don't think that's good enough. Let's go. And we get stuck again. All right, so he's going to come in here, and he got stopped. So luckily, he finally hit one. He got stopped. All right, so being distracted. Do not want a green crab. So the green, oops, I messed this up. The green and the yellow look very similar now that I'm looking at it. He's being distracted, so we're going to come all the way down here to the 3. I think we're going to go ahead and take that 6. I feel like, though, because the Automa can keep taking from down here, I'm going to have to go down there. All right, so he's going to come in here. He's just taking more bubbles. So again, bubbles are good for me because bubbles don't do him any good. Now, hang on. Let me double check. Does he still take the bubbles even if I'm not scoring the bubbles? They reveal food, rock, or water. Yep, they collect it. Okay. So even though we're not scoring the bubbles, he's taking the bubbles because the bubbles stop me from, I guess, going further. So I can skip that one. We'll go here. 2 green. No, we're going to keep going. He's being distracted. I'm going to go here. 5 yellow. I like 5 yellow. Let's go ahead and take that. I'm hoping to complete sets when I can, even if I'm not getting the most points. Oh, I forgot to move him, didn't I? All right, so we'll do this one. So he gets stopped. That row's getting kind of light. All right, so skip that one. Go here. 3 pink. I'd have to start a new row of pink. Let's keep going. Open water. We'll keep going. 7 pink, but that would start a new row. Let's go one more. I haven't been down here yet. Let's go one more. Oh, and we get stopped. Oh, that hurts because there's nothing I can take here which would be good. So I'm stuck with taking this. I don't want to... doesn't matter. Either one of them is going to have to go in this bottom row. So I guess we'll take the 2 point over the 1 point. All right. So all my guys come back. And he's going to go with... Oh, that's not good. That's an 8 squid. That's an 8 squid. All right. Let's go again. That is a rock. I don't want a rock. That is a 4 yellow. It's not bad. Let's keep going. That's a 4 yellow again. Let's keep going. That's open water, so I keep going. That is a wild. So, I can count this as anything that I want it to be. I think I'm just going to put it right here as the green. So that way that row is completed. All right, he's going to come in and take a 1 yellow. All right. Let's slide these up so I can, because I'm going to need more room to make his grid. All right. So we're going to go here. It's a rock. I don't want a rock. It's a 3. I don't want a 3. Ooh, 5 green. I need a green. I think I'm going to take it. He's going to take a rock. So again, rock score, water does not score. So keep that aside. Here. Shrimp, nope. Rock, nope. 5 pink. Let's keep going. Ooh, 5 wild. That's what we want. That's what we want. So that finishes another row for us. I guess I'm going to slide me up because I'm going to have to make myself a 4th row here. All right. So he's going to take... Yeah, he took this one, right? Yeah. So he gets stopped. Woohoo! All right, let's go again. We'll go here. Nope. Definitely don't want a 1. That shouldn't be in there. Don't want a rock. So this is for higher player count. See, it's got that plus. I missed it when I was taking tiles out. We'll go here. A 5 yellow. Now, the thing is, I can actually just go down here and take this 7. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to take that 7. All right. He's going to take this one. So 3 yellow. All right, here we go again. We're going to go here. 2, no. Here, rock, no. I flipped it. I was debating. I wanted to look what was here to see if I wanted to take these. So now it's a 4 green. Let's keep going. Oh, he should be here. And we get stopped. Dang it. All right. He goes. He gets a green. That fills another row. Dang it. All right. So I was playing risky. Like, we've barely done anything here. So I could have, and I haven't done it, I could have gotten these to drop myself to any depth, but I haven't done that. But now I'm wondering if I need to so I can try to get down here. The problem is it costs me a turn and he's going to get this tile. But I think I want some stuff down there. So we're going to come in here. We're going to get this rock. We're going to bring the rock back. He's going to get this, which stops him. Woohoo! All right, we're going to use our rock now to go all the way to the bottom. That was a good one. We need green. That's a green 9 squid. Good play, Will. All right, he's going to get this little pink shrimp. Go here. All right. Do I want to do that again? I think I want to do that again. We're going to grab this rock and bring it back. He's going to grab this. Stops him. That's good for me. We're going to use our rock to go all the way to the bottom again. And we get a shark. Ugh. That time it didn't work out for me. All right, so he's going to grab some pink fish. All right, this is my last one. If I fail him, then I go down. You must need one rock to go to the deepest part. Yeah, it's just one rock and it allows you to go to any depth. It's kind of like a consolation prize because a rock doesn't give you any points. So it's like you're taking a rock back up and you kind of can't do anything. All right, so we'll go here. Definitely don't want a green. I need yellow. So is there any, what's the highest yellow? There is a 5 yellow here. I think we're going to do that. So we're going to go down here. 3. And then we're going to go here and get that 5 yellow. So I do have to flip. If I want to go to the next section, I still have to go here and flip. If I land on one of these, then I have to kind of take it. So that's why I didn't land on this. I had to flip. He's going to go in here and this. So he's making extra rows of fish, but these only count as half points because they're not completed rows. So that actually doesn't hurt me too much when he keeps getting the same color. All right, so there's technically 2 more rounds if I don't take anything from here. There's 2 more rounds. So I have a perfect grid right now. So now the question is, what do I want to do? Because I don't need any specific colors. I don't know. All right, first we got to come in here. So we're going to have to flip that. I may be playing this wrong. I might be able to just use those open waters that are still there. If you reveal open water, you must move to the next depth and repeat depth 1. Okay, no, you must move. So it's kind of like a penalty. You have to move. So they don't stay active. Okay. Definitely don't want that. There can't be 3 seals together, right? Ooh, that counts as anything, but it's only 2 points. Only 2 points, but it would count as any color. I can always come back and get that. Let's keep going. Let's get this one all by itself. Dang it. All right, so that's all 3 of mine. So now I have to take a fish. Can't take one here, can't take one here. So I am restricted to here. The highest one is this 5 pink. I'll take the 5 pink. Then he's going to take... Oh, he got the other wild. All right, so that will finish his greens. And now he's down here in this bottom depth. I think I'm going to do the rock trick again. All right, so we're going to come in here. No, we're going to go here, get the rock, come back. He's going to get a shark. All right, so we're going to use our rock to go all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Ooh, and that's what we need. We needed yellow. All right. Those sharks are just swimming and swarming down there. All right. He's going to take a rock. All right, so this is what? There's 4 or 5 left here. All right, so I need a green to complete this row. The question is, do I just go for this green? Or do I push it and try to come down here and see what's in these? If I do this, this will trigger the end of the game. That's the problem. I kind of can't go past this unless I do a rock to skip it and go all the way down. But I don't know how many sharks are still down here, because there are a lot of sharks down there. All right, let's see. Let's do this one. Forces me to go. I'm going to do the rock. I'm going to do the rock again. All right, he's going to come in here and just take the water. All right. Spin my rock. I'm going to go all the way here to this one. Woohoo! That's exactly what we needed. All right. So he's going to take some more water. All right. He moves on. Okay. So here's the thing. I will not be able to get I would not be able to get 3 things. It's not possible. So whatever I get's gonna be worth half points, because he's going to trigger the end of the game. And then I'm going to flip this over, which means we get one last dive. So actually I only get 1 dive. So I'm basically just going to go for probably the highest value item and put it on here. It'll be worth half points. So, all right. So he actually got stopped, which is good for me. But he does get 1 more dive. On the next turn, he'll get one of these 2. So, what is the highest point thing I can get? 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, 4. All right, so 4 is the highest, and there's a 4 in here, so I'm not going to risk it by going all the way. And actually, I got stopped. Dang it. So I didn't even get my last one. All right, so he gets his last one, and he got stopped too as a shark. Is this last one a shark? Let's see here. Oh, it wasn't. It was a tin squid. All right, well, that's what it is. So now we're going to go ahead and calculate the points. I should have a piece of paper because this is going to be a little bit tricky. I don't want to do this in my head. Do I have a piece of paper? Of course I don't have a piece of paper. Why would I have a piece of paper? That'll work. Doesn't work. This is the back of my when I do my dry brushing. This'll work. All right. So he has 4, 14, 16, 8, 9, 15, 2, 5, 10, and then half, so 2, half, I think it's half rounded down, so I think that's only going to be 1. Rounded down, yeah. So this will be 1, and then he gets 1 point per rock, 1, 2, 3. So 3. So that'd be 16, 11. So he has 47. All right. I forgot to flip that over one last time. 3, 8, 10, 15, 23, 29, 34, 39, 39, 41, 46, 55, 62, 71, 79, 84. Holy cow. 84. So now let's see what would happen if I would have if I would have scored. Let's see what his score would have been on the other difficulties. So on medium, he would get 3 points per rock, which means he would get what, 2, 4, 6. He'd get 6 more points. So he still wouldn't have beat me. He would have been at 53, right? Now if we do hard, he'd get full points. He'd get 5 points per rock and 3 points per water. So 5 points per rock. We just calculated 3, so it'd be 2, 4, 6 more points, which put him, that's at 59, and then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 more for the water. So that would put him at 4, 1, 5, 6. That'd put him at 74. So again, he still would have lost by basically 10 points. He would have still lost. So there we go. Let's go ahead and give first impressions. Final thoughts, first impressions. All right, here we go. This is my final thoughts, first impressions of this playthrough. Again, as a reminder, you can get this game for free, basically, by donating to Extra Life charities as part of my calling for charity. Links are down below to go out to the Extra Life page and to go to the BGG list, so you know what other games to add, because this is a small box game, so you'd actually get, I think it's 3 small box games. Yeah, 3 small box, 1 medium box, or any combination therein. I don't care. It's for charity. First is components. The components are fine, right? The tiles serve their purpose. They're pretty easy to read. They do have the, like I said, the indicators, which are nice for when you are doing the higher player counts. The colors was the one thing. They were called yellow, and they were kind of an off green. Now, beside each other, the yellow and the green are distinctly different. But when I first got it, the first set, I was thinking they were both green. So that color is kind of an issue. I don't know how colorblind friendly that would be. The second thing, and this is something I noticed, is unfortunately, whenever a publisher prints a expansion or a free promo expansion along with a game, they always print it separate. And I don't know why. Like, I feel like it should be part of the print run, because these tiles backs are definitely a different color. So they are visually different. I mean, I'm sitting here at a weird angle with lighting and all that stuff, and I can kind of see them sometimes, and sometimes I can't. So if that bothers you and you think people are going to target those, you know, so be it. The points on them aren't really that great. Like, overall, the points are about the same as getting any other fish or any other piece of food. So really it's just a benefit because it counts as any color. So just be aware of that. The mechanics. So the mechanics is two things, right? You got set collection and push your luck. The set collection aspect is very similar to a lot of games like this, like River City Glassworks and Sagrada and them, right? Where you need to make sure that things are filled in a line before you go to the next section of that color. So you can't try to piece things together to get you the best points. And then the push your luck is how far do you want to go, right? Because if you go too far, go too deep, you hit a predator and your turn ends. You don't even get a tile. Whereas if you keep pushing, maybe you do get the opportunity to get a higher cost tile before somebody else does. So you kind of have to weigh how far down do I want to go, or do I just want to get this tile that completes a set, right? Because I did that once or twice. I was like, oh, I need this color. That color's there. It's worth about 4 points. The one in the next section was 4 points. I'll just take the 4-point tile. I won't keep going. So that's what it is. Difficulty, it's not difficult. This is meant to be a lightweight game, an entry-level game for, you know, quick, easy play for families, things like that. So I would say that you could pretty much play with anybody. It is completely language independent. I always kind of mention, I should mention that at the components, but sometimes I remember. It is language independent, so of course you don't have to all speak, well, English, which is what the rule book is in. Just the person that's learning the game would have to. So that's always nice. It does have numbers and adding. So depending on your kid's age, depends whether they'll be able to add that up. Similarly, I think somebody mentioned in a review on BGG when I was scrolling through, they were talking about how like you have to do the half math, and I mean that's really up to you. If you're playing with kids, I would say ignore the half math. They just get to add their points together, whatever you guys get. Fun at 2, didn't play at 2, played it at 1. At solo, and I think Shadowhedge kind of mentioned it in the chat. He was like, it's not a lot for solo, right? I mean, I blew the other penguin away, because he just takes a tile. He doesn't care if it's the best tile. It's not like, okay, flip a tile. He takes the highest point tile of everything that's flipped. No, it's you flip a tile and he takes that exact tile. I mean, I beat him by 10 points on the hardest level, what would be considered the hardest point scoring. So again, I didn't play this for solo. I played this for solo because I had to play it solo. But again, I played this for people to understand how the game plays. I don't know if I would play this as a solo game. I don't know if there are other games like this in the solo genre. The other thing is the table space, right? A lot of times when people want like a quick little solo game, which this was a quick game. I mean, 30 minutes with me rambling here at the end, and the overview at the beginning. So maybe it was a 20-ish minute game, 15, 20-minute game. You want something smaller, right? Some small card game that you can play on the table, which is where like Button Shy and stuff like that really shine in that solo, quick, puzzly type of game. Theme, I like the theme. I deep dive and penguins and, you know, animals and fish. We like that, right? All that kind of stuff is fun for us. So I'm fine with the theme. Does the theme work with what you're doing? Yeah, it makes sense. You're diving deeper into the water. As you go deeper into the water, you get better and bigger fish. And then when you get down to the very bottom, of course, you have the most dangerous fish that are there, which of course are the wonderful sharks for the predators. And each level kind of shows that, right? You start with some seals, the second level seals, the third level are some orca, the fourth level is orca, and then the fifth level are the shark. So I like the theme. The theme is really well done. So if you want a light, quick game that you can play with your family, you like push your luck style games where it's like, am I going to take that one more turn? And that's out there. You know, one more turn. This would be good. If you like games like, we just played Flip 7 with my family. Audrey really likes it because, again, push your luck. Then this would probably be a similar fit for you. With that said, guys, I appreciate everybody for coming out. This is the last stream for this week because, of course, we will be out of town for the holidays. We will be back, or I will be back Monday, bright and early, 9 a.m. We will be doing our Extra Life Tabletop Appreciation Week. You can now go donate to Extra Life charities down below, again, for Culling for Charity. But if you catch this video before the end of April, there is also a big donation giveaway where we will be adding games into a big bundle. Simply put, I got a couple that I know I'm going to do, but the rest of them will be, the winner will get to just choose from our collection. As we get more donations, then the number of games going into that box will increase. Unfortunately, U.S. only, unless you're willing to pay shipping and your own import taxes and fees and stuff. It's just the state of the world as it is today. With that said, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, bell notification to know when I go live next week. The kids in this area love Flip 7. Yeah, so this will probably work for you, Chad. I think this would. I think it's a little bit lighter, and the math is a little bit easier. But that's it, guys. Until next time. Peace.